Hello, this is Kira. Well, we have a wild section to our garden, very wild. And we spent the weekend planting some bare root trees, and in particular some hazelnut and cob nuts, because I very much want to attract the wildlife that they attract into the garden. I'm consciously planting for the bees and the birds and the squirrels. And along this wall here, I planted about 4 rose hips that I want to make into a face cream next year. So what does this to do with sales? Well, winter, a lot is happening in winter. People think that there isn't, but underneath the ground, there's a lot of seeds been germinated. There's a lot of really important work been done during hibernation. And this time of year, salespeople will say to me, well, it's really hard to connect with people. It's not a good time. They don't want to talk to you. It's a great time for 2 things. Number one is people do want to have a little conversation, right? Maybe not a big long one, but call and say, look, I'd love to get a date in the calendar for January. That's working really well. And the second thing is, do you know who you want to have conversations with? Who are your ideal clients? If not, it's a great time to do research and get clarity on that. Are your team working from a top 10 sales list? And then connect with them and be doing some work in the background, such as connecting on LinkedIn, commenting on what they're talking about, and researching the company. It's a really important time to be doing that, so your team are inspired and ready to go for January. And very importantly, have clear direction. So I have a little bit of time in my calendar if you want to have a conversation about how I can support you if you are ready to invest in your team and make sure that they are motivated, selling with passion, and ready to go for 2025. Let's have that conversation.